And now, if you would, please rise for the national anthem.
Please be seated. Well, good evening, everyone. As Dean and Chief Administrative Officer here at Kent State University at Tuscarawas, on behalf of the Tuscarawas County University Branch District Board of Trustees and our entire campus community, it's my pleasure to welcome you to your annual commencement. Before I begin with my remarks, and they'll be brief, I promise, I would like to recognize several important members of the dais party. I would ask that they stand and be recognized as I read their names, and please hold your applause till each group is introduced. First, Dr. Stephen A. Minnick, Assistant Dean of Kent State Tuscarawas. Dr. Marianne Harding, Director of Nursing. Dr. Denise McEnroe-Petit, Chair of the Tuscarawas Faculty Council. In addition, our outstanding nursing faculty are also seated on the stage. They are Mrs. Laurie Barkas, Mrs. Samantha Bonaducci, Mrs. Mary Cameron, Mr. Robert Gallo, Mrs. Donna Morgan, Mrs. Shelley Stefka, and Mrs. Ashley Vosick. Finally, I wish to acknowledge our faculty marshals, who are Dr. Jeffrey Oskowitz and Dr. Adrian Jones. Thank all of you for your dedication to teaching and your service to the campus and this ceremony. Please join me in a round of applause. And Tracy Gump as well. My apologies, Tracy. I was going to brag and say I got it in the right order, and I didn't do that. Oh, my apologies. So commencement is, of course, my favorite time of the year, as it is everyone here is on stage, and I'm sure for you all, your favorite time of the year as well. I'm going to date myself here. I'm not going to break into an Andy Williams song or anything like that, but, oh, maybe I might, no. Commencement really is the culmination of everything that we do as a faculty, as an administration, and as students here at the campus. And I'll say this ceremony is really special as well. This is the first time we've had a normal graduation ceremony in 3 years, so that's something to celebrate as well. Last year we had a quasi-normal celebration, but you couldn't sit next to your mom and dad couldn't sit next to each other, 6 feet apart, and the whole shebang. But anyway, this is a really special day, and again, what it does is it not only allows you or affords you to move forward in your profession, but it really makes you kind of part of a larger group of learned women and men. The commencement exercise is an academic tradition, and it's celebrated in a fashion similar at almost all American colleges and universities. The American tradition dates back to 1642 at Harvard University and included 9 commencers who gave lengthy orations in Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. Therefore, tonight, you not only become alumni of Kent State University, but also become part of the greater society of learned women and men. In keeping with this tradition, tonight we will confer nursing degrees at the master's, baccalaureate, and associate levels. These degrees are the product of the hard work of our students and the exceptional faculty that teach them. No matter which degree you're receiving this evening, please be reminded that your quest for learning and education is a lifelong activity. I've always been very proud of this program and the graduates who have gone on to do great and wonderful things. Our alumni are clinicians. They go on to be nursing directors, nurse managers, DNPs, and PhDs. They're leaders in their profession and leaders in the community. And several of our successful alumni are sitting on the stage with us tonight. After spending some time in practice in the profession, they chose to come back and share their expertise with all of you as program alums. So if you're an alum of Kent State Tuscarawas, would you please stand and be acknowledged? Please join me in thanking these exceptional faculty members. So it's my sincere desire for you to choose your own path in life. However, know that you're always here, have a home at Kent State University at Tuscarawas. And I suspect that in 5 or 10 years, I will see some of you sitting up on this stage as well, because that is our tradition, and that's part of who we are. Now, speaking of you as alums, it's my pleasure to introduce to you our Director of Philanthropy, Mr. Chad Conrad, who will formally welcome you. Chad?
You were mentioning about dating. Who was that Andy Williams guy anyway? No, just kidding, just kidding. On behalf of the Kent State Tuscarawas Alumni Association, it is my pleasure to welcome you as a graduating class of 2022 and encourage you to go straight from commencement to remaining active in campus life through your complimentary membership in the Kent State Tuscarawas Alumni Association. As our newest graduates, you join thousands of students who have earned degrees from this special place who have gone on to forge successful careers in a variety of fields. We hope your experiences on campus will provide a strong foundation for all your future endeavors and inspire you to make a real difference in the world. Please take a few moments in the upcoming weeks to go online and register for your complimentary membership and become part of a special association that exists to serve our campus, our graduates, and community in developing, fostering, and sharing that pride that we all have for Kent State Tuscarawas. We're ready to celebrate and connect you with other alumni who wish to remain informed of opportunities to learn, grow, and give back in the years ahead. Thank you, my sincere congratulations, and best wishes. Lastly, class of 2022, remember, once a Golden Eagle, always a Golden Eagle. Thank you.
Candidates, when your degree is called, please rise and remain standing. The candidate for the degree, Master of Science in Nursing. The candidate for the degree, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. The candidates for the degree, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Dean Bielski, upon recommendation of the faculty of Kent State University at Tuscarawas, I present to you as candidates for the master's degree, bachelor's degree, and associate degrees in their respective programs, these students who have all satisfied requirements for the master's, bachelor's, and associate degree programs as determined by their academic college.
Thank you, Dr. Minnick. Under the authority of the laws of the state of Ohio, by the designation from the Kent State University Board of Trustees and President Todd Diakin, I confer upon each of you and upon those graduating in absentia the appropriate degree as listed in the printed programs. You may now turn your tassels. Congratulations. Now please be seated until the marshal asks you to stand and approach the podium. You will present yourself by rows at the podium. Representatives of your respective academic areas and I will present you with such evidence of your accomplishments.
We welcome the graduates for the Associate of Applied Science in Nursing Technology. Brandolyn A. Autry. Austin S. Bailey. Peyton A. Boring. Jaira L. Brown. Courtney E. Burton. Carrie A. Cardinal. Alexa K. Sineski. Brandon L. Cochran. Catherine L. Crowell. Carissa A. Dyer. Graduating with distinction, Abigail M. Gibbs. Olivia C. Harkless. Graduating with distinction, Grace H. Hibbs. Graduating with distinction, Hayden A. Incarnato. Brittany K. Jogi. Graduating with distinction, Kaylee D. Kerr. Kelly J. Little. Andrew P. Lowe's. Diana N. Leister. Graduating with distinction, Crystal Martinez Jacome. Courtney A. McRoby. Destiny M. Meese. Graduating with distinction, Anita R. Miller. Edelyn Miller. Laura M. Mobley. Brianna L. Molesky. Graduating with distinction, Michael I. Niedenthal. Kaylee R. Olson. Andrea C. O'Neill. Heidi R. Radke. Crystal M. Resendez Lazama. Corey R. Sapp. Graduating with distinction, Courtney L. Sheneman. Madeline R. Smith. Helen J. Starnes. Micaiah G. Stemple. Aaron S. Taylor. Kelsey L. Wagner. Taffy L. White. Shay M. Young. Jocelyn M. Zimmerman. Sadie M. Zerker. We welcome the graduate for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Mariela Yazo Lopez. We welcome the graduate for the Master of Science in Nursing, Sarah Tigner.
Dean Bilski, I present to you the graduating class of 2022. Guests, please remain seated for the pinning ceremony, which will immediately follow the recessional. Thank you.
James. Welcome to our pinning celebration portion of the evening. The pinning of new graduates is a tradition which dates back to Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. Receiving a nursing pin symbolizes that you have completed your nursing education, and with pinning, you are officially recognized as a member of the profession of nursing. Before we do the pinning, I would like to offer some words of recognition. First, a sincere thank you to the friends and family here this evening. Your support, encouragement, assistance, and sacrifices, they helped these students become the nurses that they are today, and we thank you all. Thank you, parents. Yeah. Dean and Chief Administrative Officer, Dean Bielski, we thank you for your campus leadership and support of our nursing program. We have a special guest with us this evening, Mrs. Joan Lappin, Nursing Director here at Kent State Tuscarawas from 2006 to 2021. You have to stand up. You have to stand up and give a wave. We thank her for her vision, her compassion, her leadership, which helped shape our program into the quality that it is today. You've already met our dedicated faculty and staff, and we're also pleased to have with us some representatives this evening from our Nursing Advisory Board and clinical facilities. Their partnerships allow our students to learn to deliver quality patient care. We have with us this evening DeAndrea Mays from the Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital and Melanie Ripley from Walnut Hills Retirement Center. We would also like to thank Ms. Ripley and her staff for donating the flowers being presented this evening to our graduates. I would now like to invite Dr. Denise McEnroe-Petit to the podium.
I would like to recognize the officers of the Student Government Association for their service and dedication to the class and the program. Will you please stand when your name is called? President Michael Neanderthal. Vice President and Treasurer Carrie Cardinal. Treasurer Andrew Lose. Secretary Carissa Dyer. Class Representative Abigail Gibbs. Thank you for trying to keep everybody under control. Next, we would like to recognize the students who were recently inducted into the Gamma Sigma chapter of Alpha Delta Nu, the National Associate Degree Nursing Honor Society. The purpose of the Honor Society is to recognize the academic excellence. Students inducted into Alpha Delta Nu maintained a cumulative 3.0 grade point average and earned an A or B in all required nursing courses. This evening, each wears the honor cords that they received during the induction ceremony. Will the following students who earn this prestigious honor please stand to be recognized when your name is called? Brandry A. Autry. Alexa K. Sineski. Abigail M. Gibbs. Grace H. Hibbs. Kaylee D. Kerr. Diana N. Leister. Anita R. Miller. And Courtney L. Sheneman. Nice job. I would now like to introduce Mrs. Lori Barkas, who will present the Spirit of Nursing Award.
Hello. Each year, the graduating class of Kent State Tuscarawas Nursing recognizes one of their fellow students for their dedication to the profession of nursing. This year's winner was described by her peers as consistently having a professional image and positive attitude, even in her darkest days. Another one said, she is willing to help anyone who needs it and is an inspiration to me and many other students. She deserves to be acknowledged for her kindness and her work ethic. Students with a calling to nursing never lose sight of the fact that they are treating a human being who needs compassion when they are at their most vulnerable state. Our recipient inspired her peers as she continued school and providing compassionate care while she herself was at her most vulnerable time. It gives us great pride to present the Spirit of Nursing Award to Ms. Laura Mobley. That was very well deserved. I would like to introduce Dr. Harding.
This evening, 2 students are receiving the American Red Cross Nursing Student Pin. This student recognizes the contributions of nursing students who provide valuable Red Cross services to their communities by volunteering for at least 10 hours during their academic learning experiences. Both of our awardees provided extra service as blood donor ambassadors to earn their recognition this evening. Would Kelly Little and Anita Miller please come forward? I would like to introduce Mrs. Cameron and Mrs. Gump, who will share with you special words from our celebrants while each receives their nursing pin. Mrs. Morgan and Mrs. Bonaducci will be presenting the pins and flowers.
Before we begin, we would like to share with you some directions. Pinning will proceed in the order that the graduates' names are listed in the pinning program. The person pinning the graduate should proceed to the right-hand side, that is, your right, of the stage when you see your graduate lining up. When your graduate's name is called, you will get a pinning ribbon and meet in the middle of the stage. Now, for a demonstration.
Millie Larson. I'm so happy to finally be done. Thank you to the teachers who helped me along the way, but then it is their fault that I never want to see another select all that apply question again. Thank you to my clinical instructors when I had a patient with 20 meds and learned 19 of them. That was so nice of you to ask me about the one I did not study. Thank you to my nursing friends. You are all awesome, letting me lean on you when I needed it. But it was worth it. I am a nurse now. What is your superpower? Go ahead, Brandon. Brandolyn Autry. I would like to say thank you to my friends and family who supported me throughout this program. My mom, grandma, and sister who tried to help me study despite not understanding the material or even being able to pronounce the words. Thanks to my peers who were supportive each semester and to the supportive faculty and staff. Finally, thanks to myself because I worked pretty hard to get this far. Austin Bailey. I would like to say thank you to my mom, my dad, and grandma for all their help along the way. I would also like to give thanks to the following faculty. Mrs. Morgan, thank you for all the late night candy and all the extra help with skills in the lab. Dr. Harding, thank you for being an amazing teacher and also your willingness to help no matter the situation. Mrs. Cameron, thank you for your therapeutic approach. I could literally talk to you about anything. Mr. Gallo, thank you for being the realest and most helpful person during my clinical experiences. Mrs. B, thank you for the amazing and helpful study sheets you provided us. And then Mrs. Stefka, I cannot even thank you enough for being the best mentor, providing me with the best advice, motivation, and your honest attitude to everything. You really helped me be successful in this program and achieve my goals. Now finally, my farewell message to y'all. If you need any shoes, just follow Bailey Kicks on Instagram. Peyton Boring. To my family, friends, and faculty, thank you. Without all of you and your continuous support, I would not be here holding this degree. Mom and Dad, thank you for believing in me, even when I did not believe in myself. To my aunt, thank you for always being the light at the end of the tunnel that I needed on some of the darkest days, the role model I strive to be like, and for always being there with a motivational quote when I needed it the most. You all helped make it possible for me to be standing in this spot today. Thank you. Jira Brown. As I'm moving forward in my nursing career, I have a lot to be thankful for. I would especially love to thank my wonderful parents, Shelley and Richard. You guys have supported me and cheered me on throughout all of my journey and continue to push me to achieve my best in everything I do. I am so thankful for your motivation and love as I continue in my career in nursing. I would also like to thank my siblings for setting great examples for me to chase and achieve my goals. It's nice to have you guys to look up to. I then want to give a big thank you to my instructors and fellow classmates. You guys work hard to provide guidance and new information every day, and also thank you for setting our expectations high so that I can push myself to be the best I can be. Thank you guys for everything throughout the past 2 years. It means a lot. Courtney Burton. I just want to start off by saying, wow, I made it. I want to say thank you to my parents for supporting me and being by my side throughout this whole crazy journey. You helped me to keep pushing through and always have been my biggest cheerleaders in everything that I do. I don't know if I could have made it this far without you both. A big thank you to my mom for always answering the phone and being the voice of reason when I was so stressed and just needed someone to tell me it would all be okay. I also want to thank my husband, who has seen me from day one of starting my nursing school journey almost 6 years ago to this moment now. You have endured me waking up at 4 a.m. to get ready for clinical, watched me cry tears of joy with my accomplishments, and supported me at my lowest points through this journey. I am forever grateful for all the late nights you helped me study and for putting up with me when I was cranky from all the stress the past few years. But I wouldn't have made it here without your love and support that gave me the push to keep going.
Carrie Cargnell. First, I'd like to thank the Kent State faculty for their dedication to education and the role they play in creating the future of nursing. To all of the times I rolled my eyes when you showed me tough love, I'm sorry and can now say you were right. Special thanks to Donna for your support and encouragement each day. I'd also like to give a big thanks to my mom, dad, family, and boyfriend for being there for me every step of the way on this journey. You deserve an award for the amount of times you've had to listen to me cry. Your love means more to me than I can say. I love you all and can't thank you enough. Thank you for always believing in me even when I didn't believe in myself. Finally, thank you to the friends I've made along the way. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the classmates who laughed along with me to keep me from crying. The horror stories we have are memories I'll hold on to forever. Best of luck to you and all, and thank you for everything. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. I can't wait to see the great things you accomplish in life. Thanks again to every person who contributed to each of us standing up here today. Our success couldn't have been accomplished without you. Alexa Sineski. Thank you to all my friends and family for being here and supporting me today. This journey to become a nurse seems like it has taken way longer than it should have, but I finally made it. I feel like I have come a long way from where I started and can't wait to see where my nursing career takes me. Nursing school definitely hasn't been easy, but specifically one significant person in my life wanted to see me walk across this stage and accept my diploma and my nursing pin tonight. I'm sad to say she isn't with us anymore, but I'm sure she is smiling right now and glad my friends forced me to walk at graduation. So thank you again to my friends and family for helping me get through this and for believing in me when I didn't. I'd also like to say thank you to all of my professors and my instructors who helped me get to where I am today. Brandon Cochran. What a journey these past 2 years have been. Nursing school was, without a doubt, the most challenging but rewarding experience I've ever had. The countless hours spent studying and practicing have finally paid off. I would like to thank my family and friends for their constant support and encouragement throughout my time in nursing school. I would also like to thank the Kent State nursing faculty for pushing me to do my best and forcing me to step out of my comfort zone. I also want to thank my fellow classmates for helping me study for exams, practice performing skills in the lab, and assisting me while at clinical. This is a very special moment that we will never forget and should all be proud of. The next step is taking the NCLEX exam and becoming a registered nurse. Katie Crowell. Thank you for coming and good evening. As I celebrate this achievement, the biggest reward to me is having my family here with me today. I heard a certain quote on one of my favorite television shows, and it made me think of how lucky I am to have my family. Here it is. Life is full of changes, some big, some small. I learned a long time ago, you can fight it or try to make the best of it. And that's all a lot easier if you've got people who love you to help you face whatever life throws at you. I know that as a family, we have not always been given the fair hand, but God has always come through in the end. So I would first like to thank God for providing my family and answering my prayers. I would like to thank Caleb and Temperance for being so understanding and patient with my all-night study sessions, a lot of pizza for dinners, and some pretty crazy meltdowns. Thank you for all the sacrifices that you've both made for me and for all the love you've given me. I would not be here today without the love and support from my family as well. I promise to try to make up for the lost time. Your love is unconditional and has truly shown these last couple of years. I can never thank each and every one of you enough. You each played an important part these last couple of years. Thank you. I also want to throw a quick shout out to our wonderful professors and charity. Thank you all for believing in me. I'm done.
Carissa Dyer. There's not a big enough way for me to express my true gratitude and appreciation to my family members, friends, and instructors. I wouldn't be where I am today with the help and guidance from them. Special shout out to my mom and dad for believing in me and pushing me past barriers I didn't think I could exceed. I would like to give another special shout out to Annie Sutek, who I've had the pleasure of spending 2 semesters with. She has gone above and beyond to help me and my peers at Clinical not only improve our skills and time management, but also helping us to really reinforce the content that was discussed during lecture. She is a great role model, and I look forward to working with her. I would like to say a big thank you to my fellow classmates for being one of my biggest support groups and for always keeping me on task. Lastly, I would like to thank all of my first and second year instructors for everything they've done and for paving my pathway of the beginning of my nursing career. Abigail Gibbs. I would like to thank my family, friends, and the nursing faculty for all of the support for the past 2 years. I would like to especially thank my mom for inspiring me to become a nurse and always being there for me throughout the years. Also, my dad, who has pushed me to be the hardworking person I am today. Lastly, I would like to thank my boyfriend, Billy. Thank you for always helping me study and always making me laugh when you would mispronounce medical terms. Congrats, class of 2022. Olivia Harkless, thank you to all my friends and family. I have no idea what I would have done without all of you. I never imagined I would meet such amazing friends throughout school and have such a wonderful support system. You guys believed in me even when I didn't, and words can't describe how much I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you to all of my teachers for being so helpful, and thank you to all of my clinical faculty, especially Annie Sutek for helping me learn as much as possible and always providing new opportunities for us, as well as Bob Gallo for always pushing us to learn new things. 2 years ago, I never thought I would make it this far, and without my family and friends, there's no way I would be here graduating today. Grace Hibbs. I would like to thank really everyone, I guess. Thank you to our faculty members who spent countless hours teaching us in the classroom, creating simulations for the lab, and spending time with us in clinical, practicing our skills in real life. Thank you to my peers for pushing me and making me better. Friendships made at clinical and in class will last much longer than nursing school has. Thank you to my mother, who despite having a tough 2 years, never wavered in her support for me and has been my #1 fan from day one. Thank you to my boyfriend, Jacob, for spending the last 2 years drilling me with questions and poring over information with me. Thank you to my grandma, who is my biggest cheerleader and my best buddy. Thank you to my best friend, Jocelyn, who I met on my first day of nursing school. Our friendship has been my lifeline throughout this program. Thank you to the rest of my family for being there to support me along the way. And lastly, thank you to my auntie, who unfortunately cannot be here today. I know how proud you would be. This is for you. Hayden Incarnato. Thank you, everyone. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the constant support from my family, friends, teachers, and my lovely girlfriend. I love you all. Peace.
Brittany Jokey. I started the journey of nursing school 5 years ago. I was accepted into a program and found out I was expecting my first child a week before it started. I decided to take a break to be a wife, enjoy my first baby, work as a paramedic, and eventually have another baby. When I decided to go back to school, I was terrified of the sacrifices I would have to make to be successful. But I had the best support system that pushed me through. I want to thank my husband for encouraging me to go back to school and for picking up the slack when I needed help. My mother and father-in-law for helping out with our children to make sure I was everywhere I needed to be during the program. I want to thank my parents for always supporting me and raising me with such a strong work ethic and never doubting my dreams. I wouldn't be here tonight if it weren't for them. Most importantly, I want to thank my children, Chloe and Colin, for their patience, their love, and their grace, because I didn't realize how much they would notice the long hours I was dedicating to school. My children were my motivation through this entire program. I want them to know they can do anything, just as my mom instilled in me. This journey was mentally challenging, but I thank my family for all of their love and prayers to get me through it. Kaylee Kerr. This journey that led me here today would have been a lot more difficult if it wasn't for my family and friends cheering me on the entire time. I want to give a huge thank you to my parents and my sister for never giving up on me. They always knew that I could do better and be something more in life. When I finally found what I wanted to do, they supported me, encouraged me, and didn't let me give up. An extra thank you to my mom and my boyfriend, Ernie, for dealing with me the most on the not-so-easy days. We all know the nursing school stress led to a few attitudes. Also, a thank you to my friends who dealt with my lack of a social life and still showed up and showed their support for me through this phase of my life. As we all leave here today and begin the next journey in our lives, I won't forget some of the great people that I have met. We shared laughs, we shared cries, we were strangers that bonded because we knew what we were all going through. I would not have gotten through this last semester without you guys. So thank you to my peers and instructors for your guidance through all of this. Kelly Little. I would just like to say thank you to my family for taking care of my babies and always making sure we were fed. To my husband Dave, who received the wrath of the chaos, for supporting me through all the late nights of studying and listening to my complaining. To my boys, who were my reason to push through and a reminder that I could do this. To my nursing school friends, who I've leaned on through it all and have been able to laugh with at the most stressful times. I love all of you so much. It truly takes a village, and I am so thankful for mine. Andrew Lose. First and foremost, I want to thank all my friends and family for their ongoing support during these last 2 years. Also, a big thank you to the faculty and clinical instructors who made each semester memorable in its own way. It was a difficult choice returning to school after 5 years in the workforce, but I wouldn't trade these last 2 years for anything in the world. At the time, all the time, effort, late nights, group study sessions, and possibly a few mental breakdowns, it's all been worth it. I am incredibly proud of myself for completing this program and for all the opportunities that were given to me to grow as a student and even as a professional. I can't wait to start working in the field I have always wanted and worked so hard for. Finally, congratulations to my fellow classmates. We made it. I am happy to have gotten to know all of you and share this experience together. We have all built each other up and worked together cohesively to become the best we can and prepare ourselves for boards and the workforce. I am proud of all of you and wish the best as we start our careers, continue our education, and enjoy what we have worked so hard for. Diana Leister. Today is the day I dreamt of as a kid, a day filled with joy and celebration, surrounded by the people who mean the most to me. I couldn't be more thankful for each member of my support system. To my mom and dad, I couldn't be happier celebrating this day with you. Thank you for raising me into the woman I am today. I truly can't thank you enough for helping me chase my dreams. To my sister, thank you for being a role model for me. I couldn't be more lucky to call you my big sister. You have and continue to show me what hard work looks like every day. To Robert, thank you for being a constant encouragement. You have taught me the meaning of humility, and I can't say thank you enough. Lastly, to the woman who ignited my passion for nursing, I forever miss you, Grandma B.
Crystal Martinez Jacome. I would like to thank my family for supporting and encouraging me throughout this journey. It has been a long and challenging road for all of us, and I just want you to know how much I appreciate you for the sacrifices you all have made to get me to where I am. I truly would not be here today without you. Thank you to each instructor for your support and guidance. Thank you all for sharing your knowledge with me and giving me the confidence I didn't have before. It has meant the world to me. You are all an inspiration to nursing students, and it has been such an honor to grow and learn from people with such a love and dedication for patient care and nursing. Thank you. Courtney McRoby. Walking across the stage signifies a lot in my life. I have been working towards this moment for what feels like forever. There were many ups and downs throughout this program, and now it feels incredible to be accomplished, to have a degree and to have a path open for me that I am passionate about. I would not be here without the support from all my clinical instructors, my family, and my second family at my previous job. The residents and coworkers I had never lost faith in me, would always push me even when there were days I felt burnout and that it was impossible to grasp my diploma. Unfortunately, some of them have passed, but knowing I continued and am continuing to hold out my promise to be the best nurse I can be is the promise to everyone I get to execute from here on out. My mom, who would always answer my late night calls to explain whatever questions I had and calling me before every exam to calm down my nerves. Lastly, to my dad to show me tough love when it came to not being successful the first time. He pushed me to get back up and try again. He never thought for a second I wouldn't be able to be the daughter who breaks down the walls of what seemed like failure and come back a second time, determined and ready to take on anything life was bringing along. Destiny Meese. First and foremost, I would like to thank the Lord for making all of this possible. He has guided me throughout this journey and showed me how faithful He truly is. Thank you to my wonderful family and friends who have supported me throughout this wild chapter of my life. Mom and Donna, thank you greatly for always helping with Briella. Those early morning clinical days, lectures, study sessions, and much more. Ryan and Briella, my beautiful girl, thank you for always being my biggest supporters. I love you both so much. To all my clinical instructors, nursing, faculty past and present, I thank you for the wisdom and knowledge you have instilled in me. A special thank you to Annie. I couldn't have asked for a better instructor to end this journey with. You are the real MVP. Congrats, class of 2022. We did it. Anita Miller. I would like to thank my husband for being my supporter these last few years. Thank you for believing in me when I had trouble believing in myself, for praying for me on each exam day, and for sacrificing so much of yourself in order to make my dreams come true. Thank you for continuing to have faith in me, especially through the hardships. You will always be my inspiration and motivation. Thank you to my family for supporting me and for all the times you cooked for us when we didn't have time to. Most importantly, I want to give all glory to God. Without Him, I never would have made it this far. Inga Miller. Nursing school only cost me 1 gallbladder, 4 wisdom teeth, and my husband's sanity, but I made it. Matt, I'm sorry for all the time I was in a bad mood and you had to feed me to keep yourself safe. Thank you for letting me sleep anywhere and at any time. Thank you for letting me pick all the TV shows and movies we watched for the past 4 years because I had 1 working brain cell left and I sure wasn't going to use it to solve a crime, not even a fictional one. Thank you for eating borderline undercooked chicken made by your deliriously tired wife and not even complaining once about it. I wouldn't have made it without you working so hard to support us so I could chase my dreams. To my mom, my inspiration for nursing, you are the strongest woman I know, crossing continents for your dreams and ours. You are always the loudest person cheering in every room, and I wouldn't be who I am without you today. To my siblings, I love you guys. Thank you for always being proud of me no matter what. Well, look at me now. You better have gotten me something good. To my friends, thank you for loving me on my worst days, for picking up phone calls and responding to the most incoherent texts I've ever sent. I'm so grateful for everyone who stood by me. Y'all, I'm a nurse. Laura Mobley. I would like to thank my fellow students and faculty. I appreciate all your support after the unexpected loss of my son, Zach, at the beginning of the year. There were countless times I turned to so many of you, and you were always there for me to help me through this second year. Thank you to my family for supporting me through this journey, and my granddaughter, Vienna, for always helping Nana study during our sleepovers. To my biggest cheerleader, Fred, thank you for spending the last 2 years of date nights studying, and when I thought I could not do it this year, thank you for not letting me give up. Brianna Molesky. For this moment, since 2017, I have prayed. I am so blessed for the support I've had through all these years. Everyone that always told me, you've got this, even when I felt like I didn't. But damn, I'm sure glad I did. So on to the thank yous. Mom, thank you for always helping me get my mind off the little things. Brittany, thank you for always picking up the phone every morning and telling me you're manifesting good vibes. Dad and Cynthia, thank you for always telling me to worry about number 1 and letting me move back in for 8 months while I drank wine, did homework, went to bed, and ate your food. Matthew, my precious husband, thank you for your support, the never questioned random naps, the late night dinners, and carrying me through it all. I love you with all my heart, and I can't wait to jump up and down with excitement after I leave this place and finally get that deep dish pizza you promised. There are just a few more people I want to thank, so thank you to my instructors, fellow peers, family, and friends for your continued support and guidance. We did it, and I am so glad. Also, a note to myself, you deserve every single minute of this. This is just another mile in the race. I am so proud of you and so excited to see where you'll go from here. Thank you for never giving up.
Michael Niedenthal. First, I would like to thank the faculty at Kent Tuscarawas. Thank you for molding us and pushing us to be better nurses. Special thanks to Mr. Gallo. I appreciate how tough you were on me. It really helped me become a better nurse and a critical thinker. Also, thank you, Mrs. Morgan, for dealing with all my crap and helping me get everything in on time. I couldn't have gotten through without you. Dad, thank you for the encouragement and shaping me into the person I am today. You are my biggest role model, and I strive to be like you every day. Mom, growing up, I know I didn't always tell you how much I care about you. Now that I'm older, I can see how much you sacrificed for me, and I want to say that I'm so grateful for all you've done for me. You have been so selfless and giving. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Mitch, thank you for being my best friend and brother all in one. I appreciate all you have done for me and the bond we share together. Lastly, I would like to thank all my friends I have met throughout school. I'll cherish all the good times we have had together. I wish you all the best. Andrea O'Neill. I would first like to thank my entire family for supporting my dreams every single day until I was able to turn my dreams into a reality. Thank you for the sacrifices that you've all selflessly made in order to get me through school and for all the love you've given me throughout my life. Next, I would like to thank my husband and children for keeping me positive and giving me the occasional reminder of what my goals were, especially on the harder days. Last, I would like to thank my teachers and all of my friends for challenging me every day over the last 2 years. I'm excited to see what the future holds for all of us. Kaylee Olson. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has been there for me through this long road of stress and encouraging me when I didn't feel capable. I appreciate the huge amount of support that my friends and family have provided me with over the past few years. I'd also like to thank my professors and my instructors for giving me the knowledge and the capability to become a confident nurse, and I can't wait to see what lies ahead. Heidi Radke. I'm thankful for the outpouring of love and support by all of my family, friends, and in-laws. I'd like to start by thanking my mom, dad, and sisters for their continuous encouragement and pushing me through the program. I'd like to specifically thank my sister Hannah, my mother-in-law Sheila, my Aunt Sherry, and Aunt Heather, and everyone else who was able to take my baby in since she was a newborn and treat her as their own while I had to go to class, clinical, and work. I'd like to especially thank my husband Ryan for the countless hours he put in of helping me study on top of taking on every financial burden so that I was able to go to school and work very few hours each week. I want to thank my instructors for their time and dedication and always being readily available anytime I needed help. I'd like to specifically thank Mrs. Morgan not only for her help in lab, but also for always being willing to be a listening ear. I'd like to finish by thanking my sweet baby for unknowingly motivating me more than anyone has and being an everyday reminder of why each sacrifice I had to make would be worth it. Crystal Resendez Lazama. I am overwhelmed with joy as I close this chapter of my life and begin to open a new one. As I continued my education in nursing, I am very grateful for the support given by my parents and my husband. I could not have done this without their love and encouragement to strive higher. I am blessed to be the daughter of 2 parents who immigrated to this country in search of the American dream. I am beyond honored to be the first member in my family to graduate with a college degree in nursing. Mom and Dad, this degree is for you. I would like to thank the nursing faculty for all the support and knowledge provided this past year. Corey Sapp. It has been a long road with good days and bad days, late nights and early mornings, and choosing school over everything else. I am extremely proud of myself for this achievement. I would like to thank everyone who stuck by my side on this crazy ride. Thank you to my mom, who was always a phone call away when I needed you. Thank you to my dad, who always kept me in his prayers and helped me when needed. Thank you to my boyfriend, Kyle, who always kept me laughing even on my bad days. And a special thanks to my grandmother, who is looking over me today. You have always been my biggest fan, and I miss you every day. Lastly, thank you to all my friends and family who cheered me on. I couldn't have done this without the support of all of you.
Courtney Sheneman. Mom and Dad, you're both the #1 reason that I am where I am. If it weren't for the support you've given me, I wouldn't be on this stage today. Thank you for your patience with me when I was stressed over an exam or tired from class. You both make me want to be the best nurse I can possibly be. To my sister Ashley, I'm so grateful you inspired me to pursue nursing. Thank you for helping me study, practice skills, and for answering my redundant questions. You've taught me so much about what it means to be a good nurse, and I'm excited to carry that into my own nursing practice. To my boyfriend Derek, thank you for sticking by my side for all of nursing school. Your hard work in your own schooling has always motivated me to do my best. You helped me take everything one day at a time, and I couldn't have done it without you. Madeline Smith. 10 years ago, I walked across a stage similar to this to accept my high school diploma, and in that audience was a 5-month-old little boy, a little boy who saved me from going to that state up north to follow another field in healthcare. Tonight, that not-so-little boy will be pinning me. At that moment 10 years ago, my options felt limited, but today I see that that little boy, my son, kept me on the path I was always supposed to take. Thank you, Quentin, for joining me along my journey, from high school to paramedic and now graduating nursing school. Thank you for understanding the crazy schedule with work and school. Thank you for always encouraging me and being one of my biggest supporters in the last 10 years. I love you. Helen Starnes. I would like to thank my family and friends for all their love and support while I completed this program. I would also like to thank Miss Morgan and Mrs. Gump and Ms. Sutek that went beyond and helped me learn and understand more to be successful. Lastly, while they are not in attendance tonight, I would like to thank the doctors, nurses, aides, and other support staff that not only saved my leg, but my life this past year, even this past week. I hope my fellow graduates can see through my experience that they can truly have influence in someone's life throughout their career as nurses. Be the nurse you would want for your patients, because you never know, something random could happen and you could be the one in a hospital bed. Always be humble and kind. Micaiah Stemple. When they say your nursing school friends become more like your family, they couldn't have been more right. From late nights at the school to hangovers during class, I'm beyond grateful for it all. I would like to thank the faculty. Thank you for the knowledge that has allowed me to pursue my dreams. I have gained so much confidence in this last semester, and I owe it all to Annie Sutek. Thank you. Next, I want to thank my family. I wouldn't have made it without your constant love and support. I have 2 very special men that couldn't be here with us tonight, but I know have been pulling strings for me. I miss you both dearly. Lastly, I owe the biggest thank you to my mom. She has been my absolute rock during this program. One day I came home after learning about enemas. When she asked about my day, I said, "Do you remember when you told me I could practice anything, no matter what?" Today we learned about enemas. They even sent us home with a practice kit. I have never seen the color drain from one's face so fast. With the fear of God in her eyes, she agreed. Fortunately for her, they didn't really send us home with a kit, but that just shows the support she gave me. Because of her, I reached my dreams, and here we are. I love you endlessly, Mom. And to the rest of my class, congratulations and best of luck. Aaron Taylor. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for waking me up this morning and being able to receive this amazing accomplishment. This program alone has helped me build more of a closer relationship with Him, and I am forever grateful for that. I would like to thank my mom for pushing me each day and every day, to having to take me out of the house when my stress levels were high, to the late night calls just to tell me how proud she is of me and how I got this. Each person I've invited tonight literally played a major part in me being here today. Thank you to my friends and family for inspiring me, believing in me, crying with me, praying for me, and most of all, supporting me throughout this entire journey. I am so appreciative of you all.
Kelsey Wagner. To my parents, thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself and always motivating me to be the best me. I feel so blessed to have parents like you in my life. Thank you to my loving family for supporting me and encouraging me throughout my nursing school journey. Thank you to my wonderful boyfriend for supporting me, helping me study for exams, and always being there for me when I needed to vent when I was overwhelmed. Thank you to my friends for all of your encouragement and understanding. I am who I am today because of your effort, guidance, and support. I couldn't have done this without all of you. Taffy White. First and foremost, I would like to thank God. Without Him, faith, and prayer, I would not have made it this far in life. To my boys, Mommy did it. Always remember that failures do not define who you are, but propel you to go even further. My journey has taught me that if there are goals in life you want to reach and you don't succeed first time, pick yourself up and keep going until you do. To my mother, thank you for always having my back, dealing with my roller coaster of emotions, and also your continuous encouragement. To my siblings, family, and friends, thank you for believing in me even when I didn't believe in myself, and all of your continued support. To my instructors, thank you, and to my classmates, we did it. Shay Young. I want to take a moment to thank everyone who has helped and supported me through these last few years. This has been a very stressful and time-consuming journey. There have been many occasions where I had to decline going out to eat with family and friends or leaving early to go back home and study. I am especially thankful to have a family who supported and helped me keep a positive mindset. I want to thank my boyfriend Scott for always making me laugh and smile whenever I was overwhelmed with school. My father Chris would always remind me that I could do anything I put my mind to. I would like to truly express how grateful I am for my father always supporting me during school. Next, I would like to show my gratitude to my sister Kayla for always reassuring me that I would be able to complete school and become a great nurse. Lastly, I want to thank my mother Tanya for inspiring me to be the best nurse I could possibly be. Whenever I would think I really was not cut out for this career, my mother always reminded me that I can do anything I set my mind to with hard work and dedication. I truly would not be here today if it wasn't for my mother. I could not have asked for a better family to support me. Jocelyn Zimmerman. Thank you, Mrs. Cameron, who answered my question of, "Do you think I can do this?" on the first day of nursing school with a resounding yes, despite knowing nothing about me. Thank you, Dr. Harding, for laughing at your own jokes at clinical, thus bringing a huge smile to my face. Thank you, Mrs. B, for making the world's cutest and most effective study sheets and for having the most engaging lectures. Thank you to Bob Gallo for being understanding and for teaching me to use my brain to answer questions rather than just getting told the answer. Thank you to my family for relentlessly making fun of my political science degree, thus pushing me to find something else to do. Just kidding. Well, kinda. I love you guys. Thank you to my husband, Evan, for supporting me in more ways than one. Thank you for quizzing me on meds you knew nothing about, picking up slack around the house when I was drowning in studying, and for always telling me that I could do it, even when I thought I couldn't. I love you. Lastly, thank you to Grace Hibbs, my bestie, my twin flame. Thank you for making me one of Snapchat's most active users. Thank you for picking me to be your best friend on the first day of nursing school. And thank you for being cute, so I didn't mind being confused for you all the time. Also, did you know that vancomycin is nephrotoxic? I love you. Sadie Zerker. First and foremost, I would like to thank my biggest supporters, my family. Dad, you have always shown me what a hardworking and committed person looks like. I hope I can apply all of your great characteristics with me in my nursing career. Mom, you are without a doubt my biggest cheerleader. I don't think there was a day that went by that you didn't say how proud you were. Everywhere we went, she had to slip into the conversation that I was graduating nursing school with anyone nearby. Thank you for comforting me during every mental breakdown. Thomas, you've helped me so much without the appreciation you deserved, from financial means to bringing me laughter when I needed it the most. Samuel, because of you, I pursued after failure to be someone that you could look up to. Lastly, Grandma, I don't think there are enough words to say thank you. I wish to make you proud. I pray that I can be half the nurse as you were. I would also like to thank Logan, his family, and everyone that has helped me along the way. I believe that everything happens for a reason, and I was truly meant to be in this graduating class. I have made so many great friends and memories inside and outside of the classroom. Those long days and nights were all worth it in the end. Congratulations to the nursing class of 2022. And now I would like to introduce the class president, Mike Niedenthal.
Thank you, Ms. Cameron and Mrs. Gum. Family, friends, fellow graduates, and staff, it is a great honor to be the president of the class of 2022 and have the opportunity to speak to all of you today. To say these last 2 years have been less than ordinary would be an understatement. Without each and every one of you, this moment today would not be possible. Let's give everyone who made this possible a round of applause. We began this journey as strangers with so much uncertainty and anguish about what our journey through nursing school would look like. With COVID, we faced concerns of how our schooling would look, whether clinicals would be in person or not, and how we would interact with our fellow classmates. Given all these challenges, I'm super proud of what we have accomplished in a time with unprecedented uncertainty. Since day one, we generally support each other, whether we bring each other Starbucks, judging each other to stay awake during our short lectures, rejoicing after each exam, and celebrating one another after each successful IV and catheter insertion. These experiences have led our class to have a special bond and has helped carry us through school. While being surrounded by purposeful, ambitious, and determined peers has made our goal of becoming nurses a reality, the real masterminds behind our success were truly our faculty. They prayed for us, challenged us, and stressed about our grades probably more than we did, and taught us values that go far beyond NCLEX preparation and care plans. You are the nurses that we look up to and strive to be. Thank you for holding us all to high standards and making sure we reach our full potential. To my classmates, always remember that you are making a difference in someone's life, no matter how big or small. You will give your patients the ability to live their lives to the fullest. You will be a light in their lives during darkness. You will be their hope and their guide. You will be there to comfort them when they have pain and when they have sorrow. This is a great privilege you will have. Believe in yourself to make an impact and create change. I know all of you will do great things. Thank you, and I wish you nothing but the best. I would now like to invite the other Student Government Association officers to come forth to help lead us in the Nightingale Pledge. At this time, would all the nurses in the audience in the class of 2022 please stand? Nurses, please join the class officers as we recite the pledge on the back of the program. You guys ready? I pledge myself here before my God and in the presence of the assembly to practice with integrity. I will endeavor to maintain and elevate the standard of nursing, both as science and as an art. I wholeheartedly recognize the importance of high standards of care and of personal accountability. I devote myself to the healing, protection, and welfares of those committed to my care. I accept a duty to work for the improvement of health in these in which I live and work. I will hold all personal matters committed to my privacy and will respect the privacy of medical information. I will act with compassion in ethical matters. I will not knowingly administer or consume any harmful substances. I commit to interdisciplinary collaboration and lifelong learning. I fully acknowledge the seriousness of this responsibility that I accept in my calling and the significance of this pledge that I take today. Please be seated. I now will invite Cortez Tecum, President of Class 2023, to the podium. In the 1800s, Florence Nightingale bravely led 38 women to Turkey during the Crimean War so they could nurse the sick and wounded British soldiers. Carrying lamps with them at night to fulfill their duties, Florence was quickly known to be the lady with the lamp. Throughout her selfless acts, the lamp she carried quickly began to symbolize the nursing care that is provided today. This lamp is a symbol of responsibilities held by all nurses. I stand here this evening not only to commend Florence Nightingale for her heroism, but also to pass this lamp on to the graduating class of 2023. By accepting this lamp, you agree to accept the responsibility to be confident, caring, and compassionate to the patients you take care of. Remember, in one short year, you will be standing up here celebrating your wonderful accomplishment of becoming a nurse.
Hey, yeah. They said, hey, Dr. Harding. That was really a powerful ceremony. What we heard were your words. Words about who inspired you, words about how hard you worked to get to this evening, and words about how being here tonight was achieving a dream for you. It's a blessed person that gets to go live a dream. And after tonight, you're going to go into a new beginning and you're going to live a dream. You want a fun fact? You want a last fun fact? They want a fun fact. So I was reading the other day that about 40,000 people on average is what a nurse cares for. You're not going to remember them, but my challenge to you, be the nurse that they remember you. Go, comfort, care, teach, guide, hold the hand, but be that nurse that they remember. We have been with you since you walked through the door at Kent, cheering you on, helping you reach this moment, and we're going to be with you as you leave, cheering you on as you go on the next part of your journey. as is everyone here. We are also proud of you, and we congratulate you, and we welcome you to the profession of nursing. So that concludes our lovely pinning ceremony. We ask that you remain seated until the graduates have left the stage. They will be more than happy for more pictures and that out in the lobby. So be safe on your way home this evening, and another congrats. So, however you